Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. We discuss 6 questions in 9 minutes because leaders know how to be concise. We'll go ahead and jump right into it. Today's guest. First question, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Kunal Chopra. I am the CEO of a company called etailz and the CEO of the parent company that owns etailz called Transworld Entertainment. We help businesses build their brands on organizations such as on marketplaces such as Amazon, Walmart, etc. So we pretty much act as a third-party seller on Amazon. We buy inventory from different brands and then sell them on Amazon, Walmart, and different marketplaces. Yeah.
Wow, very good. That's a very unique niche. So
That's
thank
right.
you. Question number 2. What's the best thing about working with a team?
The best thing about working with a team is really the interdependency that comes with the different players on the team. And the beautiful part about a team is that you have a single charter that you can go forward and go after. And then a number of different players have to depend on each other to be able to execute on that. So no single player can actually execute on that charter, and they have to depend on each other to be able to execute on that charter.
That's great insight. Thank you. Question number 3. I hear from other leaders of teams that it can be a challenge to get team members engaged. Tell us your thoughts.
It depends, and my view is that it's not true if assuming that you're able to set a certain rules and ground rules for a particular team. For example, if your team has a common mission that all different team members agree to, and you're all bought into that particular charter that you're going after, then you'll get a lot more engagement from that team. Is your team fully empowered to make decisions and operate independently, and are they able to drive results on their own? Then you'll probably get a lot more engagement from the team. Are the skills that your team really requires aligned to the goals that your team members particularly have? Does your team have the set of common values that everyone adheres to? So I think engagement can certainly be gotten as long as there are certain rules that good leaders can play with in their teams.
Those are great ideas. Thank you. Question number 4. What other piece of advice would you offer to leaders of teams?
I think the biggest piece of advice that I would offer leaders is not just kick off a team randomly and just think very deeply about, what's the team charter that you really care about? What are the different skill sets that you need to be able to run this team effectively? What's the right size of the team that you really care about? What are the roles and responsibilities of the different players in that team that are important to you? And run that team just like you run a specific business, which means have goals, have targets, have measures of success, have operations, have reports, and be able to think about the organization structure on that team. I think if leaders should think about those little teams that they create as little mini businesses that they're operating. And I think that's key for them.
Wow, what great ideas on teams. Appreciate you sharing those. Question number 5. What other leaders of teams that are successful, such as yourself, would you like to suggest or recognize as people that have had a positive influence in your life?
So, I certainly look at some of the top leaders of the world. There are two that stand out to me a lot because they lead a lot with empathy, and some of the ideas that I have mentioned around empowering teams, being able to run teams as businesses, being able to identify the right skill sets, etc., needed to be able to run effectively is one, the head of LinkedIn, which is Jeff Weiner. He's certainly someone I admire. And then his counterpart, which is Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. I've certainly worked at Microsoft before, so I understand that leadership style there. But those are leaders that are empathetic and have the right approach towards people and teams, and are people to be looked up to.
You're great people. Thank you. Well, final question. Tell us about your first job.
My first job was as a teaching assistant at Clemson University, teaching computer science 101. So I enjoy the process of teaching, and that was I think a big part of my life was just starting there.
My guess is that you find yourself still in a teaching position as a CEO. Am I right?
That is correct. Yes, there's a big part of me has to consistently teach. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Kunal, thank you so much for being on the podcast today. How can people find you?
The best way to find me is either through our website at etailz.com. You can just go there, and then I'm available on LinkedIn at Kunal Chopra 28 is my profile handle. But either one of those two, locations work.
All right, great. Thank you very much. This is Sean Richards with the Team Engagement Podcast, where leaders of teams share their insights. You can find more ideas by searching us on LinkedIn by searching Blue Sky Business Consulting. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day.